Is the resub Saints, Horn, and Tier 1 Yachty, and the bits Tory and butter. No, it's the first I've heard of that butter. Neither of those, Tory. This study just came out literally yesterday. Well, I think it was 4 days ago. It's Splenda. It's more than Splenda. Splenda's just the biggest name brand that gets implicated here. We'll get into it in a moment. Hold your horses. Things resub simple, tier 1 critical, and the resub shampoo. And MRP. You see the guy who got his entire smart home locked by Amazon? I saw the headline. I didn't watch his video on it yet. You're talking about Rossman, who just made the video on it, I imagine. Unless this happened to multiple people over the last 24 hours. Yeah, we're playing the Final Fantasy 16 demo tonight. Thanks, resub. Kappa, Road, Limey, Gunny, Nick, and Big B. And the gift sub, Caleb. No, I'm absolutely not getting the Apple headset. I have no use for that. Thanks, resub, Zari, Salt, and the bits. Geraldo and Sam. Yep, saw the Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay. Looked great. Thanks, the Prime Michael. I did not watch the Ubisoft event today. I forgot about it. It's not just Splenda. It's very unfortunate that the conversation's only about Splenda. The study's not even like directly about Splenda. We'll just talk about it now. There was a study conducted by North Carolina State University on sucralose. And sucralose gets marketed under the brand name of Splenda. But it's more than just Splenda. It is just a very standard artificial sweetener, sucralose. You will find that in the majority of like your beverages. Like let's say, for example, today when I read this, I immediately looked to see what I have on a daily basis that has sucralose. And it's in pretty much every protein powder, every protein drink. So like Fairlife, chocolate milk, complete protein, core protein, sucralose. Shamrock protein shake, sucralose. So pretty much anything that is almost like anything sweet, most of the time it seems is using sucralose as opposed to like having a lot of sugar, because clearly people aren't going to buy things with a lot of sugar in them most of the time. So they use sucralose as the substitute. And as I understand it, for the longest time they thought it was a completely safe alternative to sugar until this week. Now I think Splenda itself has had a bit of a bad rep as like a healthy substitute. That I don't know. I just know sucralose, like the actual sucralose, is FDA approved, and from everything I read, had like the stamp of approval of it's not going to kill you, it's not bad for you, it's, moderation is key. But now today, they found out that sucralose, when it gets broken down in your body, turns into something called sucralose 6-acetate, which is a genotoxin, basically. So it like breaks up your DNA. And they linked it to a lot of very scary things, such as like colorectal cancer and a lot of other like inflammatory diseases, shit like that. And it's pretty concerning. So Splenda, in response to this study coming out, made themselves look really bad. They posted... They basically did a Twitter apology, like all of the video game developers are doing right now, like Gollum. Like, hey, we here at Lord of Ring Gollum made a stinker. Sorry, thanks for the money, eat shit. They came out and they're like, listen, guys, Splenda uses sucralose. This study is only about sucralose 6-acetate, not our Splenda sucralose. So they're completely deflecting by saying, no, the study's only sucralose 6-acetate. We're just, the fucking God-fearing, red-blooded American sucralose. We're fine. When that is not really what the study was about. It's just the general sucralose itself being broken down into this, which Splenda very much is. Like, legitimately is. And I saw it today because Tirzu was talking about it. And for those that don't know Tirzu's background, this guy is literally like a food scientist, basically. So he knows his shit. In fact, he is the mastermind behind our G Fuel flavor. He's the one that made our flavor, and then we took it to G Fuel. So he knows his shit. I believe he worked at Jack Links before going full-time on YouTube. He's very smart in this field, and he was talking about it. Now, he did say that it's probably not cause for panic yet, because right now the studies are still in vitro, so it's not like 100% confirmed to be this way in every case when human consumption's involved. But even still, this fucking scared me just reading about this, because sucralose is in so much shit. It is in so much shit. So yeah, this has been my bookie man for this afternoon. Yeah, we talked about I-95 collapsing yesterday. We went over it. Thanks for your sub, Demonic, Fogel, Abby, Zach, Rivet, Brojo, Clankton, Connor, Salty, Zimlar, and the 5 anonymous gift subs. And the tier 1, Tybean. I didn't even know that Summit was coming up. Maybe I'll watch it. Needs more research to be sure of the results from one paper. Yep, and that's even what they say at the very end. It necessitates further exploration. It's not like 100% conclusive in the books, but it is still scary. And in the meantime, I'll probably just avoid sucralose. Because maybe the further studies are even worse. What about stevia? If it's sucralose, then it'd fall in the same category. I don't know. Let me see. What is stevia? Stevia is a sugar substitute made from the leaves of a stevia plant. This is a natural sweetener, so I'm guessing it's not sucralose, so it's probably fine. Well, I don't know if it's fine, but it's not part of this study. Thanks to the resub. Butta, Andromeda, Geo, and Poor. No, so the only things in my normal diet that had sucralose were the protein, like all of the protein stuff. So pretty much every protein bar in the world has it, from what I can tell. Every protein beverage and any protein snack has it, it seems. So that's the only thing in my diet that is sucralose heavy. As long as it doesn't shrink my cock, I'm fine. Hey, necessitates further exploration. We don't know yet. Oh man, Tetcher's going wild. Oh, I'll close the door real quick. Hey, babe. Thanks a bits, Arrow. It's always crazy when we realize something we're using a lot is actually dangerous to us, like lead and asbestos. Yeah, asbestos is actually a really interesting one. That whole history is wild. Does one protein have sucralose? I haven't tried one protein. I'll look it up for you, I guess. I mean, Google's right at your fingertips, but fuck it, I'm here too, I guess. Let's see. We'll look at just a normal one protein bar, I guess. Here, we'll do the birthday cake flavor, I guess. Is that a popular one? Yep, sucralose. It's towards the bottom. It's right after sugar and right before calcium carbonate. So yeah. There's a tier 1 Zerk and the tier 1 US FSP. Now, you don't have to like drastically change your diet. I'm a hypochondriac, so reading the study was pretty concerning to me. And the fact that Tirzu was also like, this is a pretty interesting study, makes it seem like this has real cause for concern, but it's not fully in the books yet, so probably no reason to panic like he says, but I always do. Study failed to mention sucralose gets excreted through the feces. Our body doesn't absorb it. It's not about the sucralose itself. It's about what it gets broken down into, the sucralose 6-acetate. But yeah, I don't remember if the study talked about it, how it passes through the body. I don't know. It mainly just focused on why this is so bad and how sucralose gets broken down into this. Through 5G. Yeah. 5G transmogrifies our sucralose intake and turns it toxic, god damn it. Can't even enjoy our artificial sweeteners anymore without 5G Wi-Fi radiation ruining it. Exhibits Fate, Tori, and Tiptoe. Yeah, I saw both of those Tiptoe. I just haven't watched the gameplay from Outlaws yet. You still play Fallout 76? Nice. Would like to see more plates, more dates cover this, and who's the food scientist he showed? Oh, it's Tirzu. He doesn't make videos on food science, but he was, like, his background is he was, like, legitimately a food scientist, basically. But yeah, more plates, more dates. If Derek covered it, I think that'd be really interesting. I'd like his perspective on it. He seems pretty knowledgeable when it comes to shit like this. Thanks to Resub, Vampire, Boiler, and Cabbage. No, I haven't watched that house tour. Is it common knowledge, or do you know Tirzu personally? I know him personally, but he also talked about it when he came on our podcast a couple years ago, so it's not like it's hidden, forbidden knowledge. I mean, shit, he was even in the video I made when we were going over, like, our flavor, talking about it. No, I double-checked. I'll double-check one more time, though. But I know GamerSups doesn't use sucralose, it uses erythritol, and I think G Fuel used, oh, fuck, hold on, I'm blanking on it. What does G Fuel use? Oh, wait, no, G Fuel does look like it uses sucralose. Does it use it for all their flavors? Because the one I looked at the warehouse didn't have it on it, unless I missed it. Thanks for your sub, Soto, Star, and Freddy. And the Bits Ghost Girl. Yeah, at least on these here, it is one of their sweeteners. But yeah, double checking GamerSups, it is erythritol, so that one's right. I must have just missed it on the G Fuel we have at the warehouse then.